final days of October are upon us, and many team members are on stand, hoping to strike gold. Deep in southern Iowa, Tim Allen is making an aggressive move after getting a daylight photo of his top target, Curly Brow.
Where they at? Just above the pond. You see his horns going that way. Good morning. It's October the 30th. Aubrey and I changed plans tonight or this morning. Last night we saw heavy 10 and we got out of there and stayed late in the tree and deer all around us, and we came in here this morning to a crazy spot. It's just a beautiful spot. There's a little pond right here. These deer are crossing. We've had deer on us all morning. We haven't been able to do an interview, but just a great spot. Very optimistic. We're looking for a couple of different bugs. A shed buck, we call him. And also there's another buck in here. Buck right there. Big deer, big deer. Well, like I was saying, there are bugs everywhere. We heard two fighting up on this hill over there. They made their way around this pond. This buck that we just saw while we were trying to do that interview has split G2s on both sides. It's a buck that we've got pictures of. He's gonna be a great buck one day. He's gonna be nice, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap this interview up and get back to hunting. So y'all, we'll show you what else we can find. It's gonna be a fun morning.
Tim's action-packed morning continues, but his target is so far a no-show. 128 miles to the northeast, Jared Mills is back on the river farm, hoping to finally encounter Marino.
October 30th. Nice chilly morning here on the river farm. Cody and I snuck in this morning towards the back of the peninsula. There's barely any wind. It's super calm this morning. It's a real slight north wind. It's gonna be switching by about noon, so we'll have to get down before that. It definitely doesn't seem like the greatest conditions. I personally don't have the greatest hunts in these conditions anyways. But it's October 30th, so you just never know. Get one hot doe and it could change everything.
Back in south central Iowa, Lee Abraham is gearing up for his afternoon hunt.
All right, it's the afternoon of the 30th. We are back at the bottom green plot where we started yesterday morning. The wind's out of the south today. It's one full of quite a good bit. We have to come back to green and try to find these little doe groups and these bucks checking these does. Our target buck GQ I was here 4 days ago at this scrape post, and we think this is our best odds of catching him with his habits. He's been kind of sporadic over the farm, just based on the last few days, and no pictures in the last 24 hours, but we think this is our best shot with his most recent information over the past couple weeks. We're going to sit this clover plot. Going to get quiet. It's going to be quick here, and the shadows are getting long, so we'll have to see some action pretty soon. That'll get you fired up right there. That was a big 4-year-old. Did we call split 3? He has been running with GQ in several of the photos. And 2 of them, he was actually being pushed off the field by GQ in a dominant fashion. So, it gets you nervous and get you on your toes. Hopefully he's somewhere in the near vicinity and it's behind him in the next few minutes. So stay with us.
After the great encounter to start the evening, Lee remains on the edge of his seat. 1,200 yards to the north, Tim Allen is also hunting.
Good evening. It is our second day, our second evening set. Yesterday evening we encountered heavy 10 over on the destination clover plot. Lots of good deer moving over there yesterday. Lots of good movement. This morning we were about 350 yards back up the ridge right here, close to some bedding this morning. Great encounters this morning. Great deer in this area. We're hunting this little green plot, some wheat. We have perfect wind. Deer funneling out of this bedding area. We're going to settle in here. We're looking for Curly Brow to pop out. He was here a couple of nights ago. We're excited. We're encouraged. This is the 4th inning, and we're excited. We're ready to get it done. I think he's right there. I think he's dead right there. Oh my God. I can't believe that. He came in, postured on that other deer, made a scrape over there, eased out there. Oh my gosh. I can't say anything. I've never even seen a deer that big. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, man. Iowa, baby. No place like it. Son, that's the deer I wanted to kill. Coming up here. And then we saw heavy 10. I was like, yeah, heavy 10. But that's the deer I really wanted. I think he fell right there.
I heard something.
I saw him go down. Text Lee and Josh. .54, and my buddy Tim just put a wasp through one of our target mature bucks. I did recall curly brow. Anyway, super proud for him. It's we'll bring it to you after the hunt, and again, hopefully we'll have 2 tags used tonight. So, anyways, congrats Tim, and hope for a speedy recovery. Josh, back there is skyline on the beans.
The Iowa monarch hangs out of bow range, feeding in the clover well after dark. Using the moonlight, Lee and I wait for the buck to move off the field before slipping out of the stand. Back with Tim Allen, his hunt finishes with the sounds of coyotes piercing the air and a lighted knock waiting to blaze the trail.
All right, we're back. Lee and Josh finally got out of the tree. They had a great hunt tonight, sounds like. We're pretty sure we heard the buck crash. We're gonna go to where the arrow is, try to pick up the blood trail and see what it was. Let's go. Good night. There he is right there. Wow. We thought we heard him crash, and we did. This is exactly where we thought he went down, but man, he is so much more impressive in person. Just unbelievable hunt, huge body. This is the first Iowa deer I've ever seen on the ground, and it is amazing. Thank you guys. Thank Lee and Josh, Aubrey for being there with me. Just an absolute incredible hunt of a lifetime. So this might have been the first time that we've seen this deer this year, but he has a long history on this farm, and Lee can share a little bit more about that with us.
Yeah, what a beautiful animal. I can't get over. I mean, the pictures don't do him justice. They never do, but just a beautiful animal. I'm so proud for Tim, and he's been a lifelong friend of mine. And man, 2018, I filmed this deer where Tim was this morning. He was in the timber. It was a November rut morning, and those distinct curly, we call this deer curly brow for obvious reasons. When he was 3 years old, 2 years ago, he had that. That's when he got his name. You know, had a few encounters throughout that year. Then last year, Josh actually filmed it during November, and this summer he was showing up on camera. He just kept on getting bigger and bigger. Every time we got the cutty-backs, he just kept on impressing me. Josh actually filmed this deer during velvet season out of a redneck blind just up the hill behind my left shoulder with a bachelor group of 3 or 4 bucks this summer. So 20 days now he's been missing. I know whether he changed his fall range, you know, hit by a car, all of the worst things go through your mind. And then last night with the cuddling system, I mean, I guess about 6:15, he popped up coming down the trail, and you know, we were all kind of high-fiving in the camp. This is the target I wanted Tim to kill, this beautiful animal. So obviously Tim had just a hunt of a lifetime, a great experience, and a great memory. I too had a great hunt tonight. The reason this deer was kind of stiff was we were in the blind pretty late, in the stand pretty late, because of my target buck GQ made a sighting, and we had to get down late once he left the plot. So good hopes for tomorrow. Just incredible counter and incredible deer.
We're gonna try to pack up and sneak out of here as quietly as possible. There's not much wind. Full moon coming up. Tomorrow's Halloween, so we'll be back out soon.
God, that'll get you fired up right there. That was a big 4-year-old. He has been running with GQ in several of the photos. It gets you nervous and get you on your toes. Hopefully he's somewhere in the near vicinity and it's behind him in the next few minutes.
Man, he is so much more impressive in person, and it is amazing. Thank you guys. Thank Lee and Josh, Aubrey for being there with me. Just an absolute incredible hunt of a lifetime.
A noticeable shift is taking place in the deer woods of the Midwest, tipping the scales in favor of the bow hunter. Each day we gain momentum as we mark next through the final calendar days of October. Tim Allen has dreamed of hunting Iowa for years, and when his opportunity presented itself, he executed his chance to perfection, tagging his best buck to date and creating a memory that will last forever. And speaking of incredible moments, Lee Abraham and myself will never forget the view of the massive frame monarch silhouetted against the fiery southern Iowa sunset. A buck of many lifetimes, this is only the beginning of the quest for the Iowa Giant. With a single day standing between us and the moment of truth, we can't help but hope that October has something left in the tank. Regardless of tomorrow's outcome, one thing is for certain. Those of us still with tags will take to our stands, dreaming of the time when we will finally be chasing November.